So I'm getting back into plastic model kits a bit again, but I've noticed I generally use these Testors paints here. Noticed the price of them's like skyrocketed. I got looking, now I got some paints that are like 45 years old, right? Like this one. There's no paint in it, the paint's all dried up, but if you notice, Testors, 15 cents. So that's from like, you know, the early 1970s. I got another one here, 99 cents. Again, it's dried up. But the latest one I got, Hobby Lobby, 269. I think they used to be 219. That's American. These other prices were Canadian. And the interesting thing is, they even made them in Canada, made them in Western Ontario. But I think those days are long gone. Now, the other thing, in Model Master, the bigger round ones, I don't even think they're making them anymore. Got one here, Humbrol, 60 cents, Leisure World. Again, that's probably like the 1980s. But I find that these round metalled ones, they last longer. Like, they don't dry out as quick as the screw-on lid ones. But anyway, you know, I'm talking over, you know, 5, 10, 20 years here. But anyway, and then I made this little holder here because I spilled one time. This isn't ideal, but it's a piece 2x4. A quicker one is just a spray can lid. If you get one with the circle in it there, they fit right in. So you just cut this off and like glue or nail it to a board or something. Just anything to stop them from tipping over. The Humbrol ones are a little more sturdy there. They didn't have much trouble tipping them, but I found that worked pretty good. So anyway, just going to show you some of the models that I built over the years here. And that, so like I say, I'm getting back into it. I've ordered a bunch of, well, mainly World War II airplanes is what I mainly build. So got onto eBay and got carried away, ordered about a dozen kits. So got good deals on them though. So anyway, here's some of the airplanes I've made. Hopefully this camera stays in focus. Out in the sun here, it looks okay to me, but you never know. So we got the classic Spitfire there. I cleaned the dust off them, so apparently I need to clean it a little better, but that's the Spitfire. Of course, propeller blades get broken off sometimes. I think maybe my son and my brother were smarter. They just cut them off at the start. But I always put them on. I like to make them so they would spin when you blow on them. Then we got Wellington. That was one of my better kits there. On my later ones, you see in the cockpit there, you can see the guy's yellow life vest on. I used to paint the face and goggles and helmets and everything on the pilots and all the crew there, gunners and night bomber, so it's black. And then we got a Hawker Tempest Mark V, I think it is there. Again, propeller blade's missing. I've got the blade, I just haven't got it glued on there. But and the colors of paint there on the bottom and that, I would mix paints. Maybe not so much on the British ones, but on the German. And here's a Hawker Fury. It's like the Sea Fury, but with the 24-cylinder Napier Sabre out of the Tempest and Typhoon. I made this out of, believe it or not, it's a Focke-Wulf 190 underneath there somewhere, and the front end's like a cork and different things. I made the propeller hub, and now that's just sky blue, but I thin it with about 50% white to make the underside of the German planes, maybe a little bit of green, not sure. And then, so these two I've kind of scratch built. This one is Bullfighter, Bristol Bullfighter TFX that got modified into, you know, canards at the front and all that. So quite the radical change to it. But yeah, it's kind of fun to play around with models, you know. Again, I don't know if you can see it or not. I'll hold it steady there. You can see the pilot. You can see his helmet and goggles and his gloves, and I don't know what he's got there. He's got something black around his, you know, it must be safety belts. All that, straps. Same thing with the Spitfire pilot there. It's got goggles and different things. And I like painting the men. I'd paint about 5 men at a time because, you know, there's about 5 or 6 different colors to paint them. So I'd paint a group of them at a time instead of just one, opening up too many different paints. But anyway, now we'll get to the German planes here. Here we've got the ME-163 B Comet Rocket Fighter. That was kind of a challenging kit, so tiny. And the V1 Buzz Bomb. Yeah, not quite sure the name of this one. Some German jet. I don't think it actually got built, but I don't know what company it was, Dragon or somebody, you know, maybe Planet Models. They built a lot of the kind of experimental German ones. Then we got the ME-262. I guess it was the Swallow, I don't know. Oh, and I believe this is an Airfix kit. There you see the pilot in there. So I'm not 100% sure what... That one looks gray on the bottom. Stickers are falling off it. What color I used on the bottom of these. Anyway, lots of fun. So there's the Laser War ones. So here we got some larger models. I guess I'll start off. So this is a Dornier was a 335 Aero, and this kit was made from the Night Fighter version. I cut and hacked and sanded and filled and made the Night Fighter into a Day Fighter version because I couldn't find one back then. Now I think you can, but anyway, that was fun to build. And I got Dornier 217. I think I actually mixed up this paint. I think it's a mixture of this, they used to be called flat OD green, now I think it's just flat green, again, Testors paints. I mixed it with black, I believe, to create that. So, and then the bottom, that's sky blue, or it's sky blue mixed with white. Yeah, this one's... What do we got here? Yeah, I believe that's a sky blue mixed with flat white to calm it down a bit. Anyway, yeah, so there's Dornier 217. Again, you can see maybe you can see the men in there. You can see the yellow life vests on, all that. So, not a bad plane. And Airfix Heinkel 177. Yeah, see the men in there with their life vests on. So this guy's got the, I don't know, the Heinkel 177 glide bombs. So this has 2 propellers and 4 engines, but they're coupled together. And then you got bombs in there also. It was notorious for catching on fire. The tail gunner there. It was a challenging kit to make it look half decent. I remember spending some time on that one. Again, I like to make things move, the propellers turn, and I don't know what, the elevators and all that move if they can. And no collection's complete without a Stuka. So this one's dropping the bomb there. Had to have that steel mount on it to clear the propeller blades. That's the bomb would hit the propellers. So yeah, Junker 87 Stuka. So now I've just purchased a Snell bomber. It was one that's got 3 of these engines, one in the front, one on each wingtip, and then the men sit at the back. So it was never built, but I like peculiar planes, kind of like the Aero here. It was pretty fast. So anyway, that's just a overview of some of the models, and like I say, I bought a bunch more, so I probably will be building models. The other thing I do, I mix the paints together to create. I suspect that I mixed that one. Let's show you the difference here. See the normal sky blue on the Dornier there is somewhat bluer. So I thin it out with flat white Probably did the same thing on this big guy. Yeah, see, once I made a bunch up, I used it. Problem is, that was like over 20 years ago, and I think I've forgotten the mix, so I'm going to have to recreate it. Same thing on this. I probably made that also. So I gotta get back into it, mixing paints up again. So this time I'll write it down. I'll probably put it on YouTube also. So anyway, everybody, have a good one.